This young player, I think, hasn't necessarily, hasn't been a lot of talk around him, although I think it should have been. Um, well, there has been some talk about him, but lately there hasn't been. There's been more. You hear more about Ashton Genty or Travis Hunter or Cam Ward. Um, you've been hearing about Dylan Gabriel. You heard about Joe Milton. This quarterback right here plays for the Colorado Buffs. He plays with Travis Hunter. And last year they were talking about they were just Instagram based. They didn't care about winning. They just care about showing off. Guess what? Guess who's bowl eligible this year? The Colorado Buffs. They were predicted only win about 3 or 4 games this year. They already doubled the amount of games they won last year. They're 6-2, and they have a great chance to go 10-2. They have a really good chance to go 10-2 this year. Shaduer Sanders, son of Deion Sanders, prime, is out there making a name for himself for what he's doing on the football field. This season so far, he's thrown for 2,591 yards, 21 touchdowns, 6 interceptions, and he's 23rd in the country in QBR with 75.2. In his last 5 games, Colorado was 4-1, and they've put up at least 28 points per game. On September 21st, against Baylor, led his team to a win in overtime against the Baylor Bears. They won 38-31. 25 of 41, completing 61% of his passes, 341 passing yards and 2 touchdowns. No picks. Against UCF, blew them out, 48-21. 28-35, 290 yards passing, 80% completion percentage, 3 touchdowns, 1 interception. In the lone loss in this 5-game stretch against Kansas State, they lost 31-28, but he threw 34-40, 388 yards, 3 touchdowns, interception. Against Arizona in another blowout, 34-7, 23 of 33, 250 yards, about a 70% completion percentage, 2 touchdowns, 2 picks. In the most recent game against Cincinnati, beat him 34-23, 25 of 30, 323 yards, 2 touchdowns, no interceptions. There aren't too many teams that can go from winning 3 games the year previously and then double that within the first 8-9 weeks of the next season. That's actually the same thing that the Commanders just did. Well, they didn't double it, but still. Commanders won 4 games last year. 4. They're 6-2 now. Colorado won 3 games last year. They are now 6-2. Colorado is now ranked, I think it was 22nd or 23rd in the country. And he is looking like he is legit going to be the first quarterback off the board in next year's draft. You got teams like Cleveland making, shirts and billboards and stuff like that. I'm probably exaggerating with the billboards, but AI pictures of him in the Browns jersey. I don't know where he's going to land. I don't know who's going to be the worst team in the league. I don't know who's going to draft him. But I think that they might. I think that this guy is going to be something special. I think it's definitely a possibility that he could be something special. Shaduer Sanders, welcome to the Dogs.